Hey, what's going on guys, Migzuba here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a mono black auras deck for standard best of one. Now, this deck is very inspired by the one CGB posted about a week ago, a week and a half ago, something like that. And the reason I'm excited to play it today is because I've been facing a lot of mono white. Like, it's either mono white or Sultai with like a sprinkle of mono red. And I think this deck has a crazy good matchup against mono white. The minus removal, like the -3/-3 or -2/-2, deals with the Hollow Blade really well, which I've been running into a ton. And drawing cards for killing your opponent's creatures is just a crazy sweet thing to do, along with a couple lifelink creatures like Eidolon, Vessel, Lurrus, and a lot of recursion. I think that the matchup is going to be very strong. Now, I've tuned it a little bit towards Sultai as well, because if I'm not facing white, I'm facing Sultai. And in Sultai, we want to get the opponents dead as soon as possible, meaning Skyclave Shade is a very real card. The only real exile they have is Elspeth's Nightmare, and not even all the lists run that, and the Nightmare doesn't take up the Shade. So I think that this deck is very well positioned, especially in best of one meta. And although it's not the most creative deck, that's why I'm showcasing it today. I want to see if I can get on a little win streak, start climbing a bit because I'm already behind on my season grind. I've had a bunch of real life stuff to take care of, and I didn't even make top 1200 mythic last season because of that, but at least I got to mythic, so it's not the end of the world. So again to the list, a lot of it's very standard. We have Lurrus Companion, obviously, because a lot of our cards are cheap. There's no real reason to not run Lurrus's Companion. There's nothing very expensive we want to run anyways. And the fact that we have so much recursion in the Call of the Death Dwellers and Aghanim Awakenings means that Lurrus can come back over and over and over again and get us a lot of value over the course of a game. Archfiend's Vessel as a cheap one-drop that we're happy to revive. Lifelink is pretty solid right now as well. Deadweight, or removal spell that can draw us a card with the Eidolon. The Eidolon, whole thing the deck's built around. Mogi's Favor, a bit less than the original build because we are running the Shade, and if it attaches to the Shade, it literally kills itself, so we don't want to do that. Another reason why I've cut down on the Valkyries, right, is because I don't want to kill them with the Favor. They can't equip to them, but it's versatile. We can use it as a removal spell against a cheap white creature, or like beef up our Eidolon or something like that. Village Rites, you can do the whole block sacrifice to prevent lifelink against white, or you can just draw cards after your opponent's extinction evented. I'm basically going through like play patterns that I find relevant in the matchups that are relevant. Heartless Act against bigger creatures because we have our cheap removal to deal with any smaller ones. Freebooter is really good against Ultimatum. It takes it, but it's pretty easy to answer, and if there's removal, you can always take the removal and make sure they stay dead, or like make sure you can try to get them dead. Mire's Grasp, the removal that draws cards with the Eidolon. Again, you can recur these with the Lurrus, which is another reason to have Lurrus as companion. Skyclave Shades, really good against any control thing, especially Ultimatum, which we've gone over before. It provides another layer of basically resilience to the deck. Valky, which I do think is worth splashing for. It's very easy to splash for it. You can always just play it as the God of Lies, but by running some pathways, you have the Cosmic Imposter side, which, is definitely worth running. And taking a good mono-white creature like a Heliod might be relevant, although, you don't have the devotion to turn it on. It can become a little bit of a mess, but, you can take some pretty good cards, like the Priest that makes the Angels, or the Priest that puts +1/+1 counters. You guys get it. Valky's pretty solid. Revival, Menace can be relevant, Death Touch can be relevant, just Recursion, good value card. Recursion on a land, really solid, part of the mana base. Removal on a land, really solid, part of the mana base. These DFCs are part of the reason we don't run Snowlands, and I've seen a couple Auras lists running Snowlands. I was debating whether all the DFCs and the Valky would be better, or if just a full swamp mana base with a couple Locthwains and maybe a couple Aghanim Awakenings and Faceless Haven would be better, and I've settled on this. I've cut Placus Predation because I don't think that card's very good, and just bumped up the Castle Lochthwain number a little bit, and I think I've cut a couple lands as well, but we still sit on 24. I know it says 18 there, it doesn't count the DFCs. But yeah, guys, that's the list. I'm really hoping I get to showcase the power of this against white, and if we do end up facing control, I want to showcase the power of the Shades. So if you like the deck, be sure to drop a like on the video, and consider subscribing. It motivates me to make more content. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Let's get into some games. Okay, hand is a little awkward with no Eidolon, but if we find one, we're in a really good spot. So we'll see where the hand goes against white. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And no Eidolon. I think we just eat the Alseid. And chill. Still happy to go 1 for 1, but going 2 for 1 is the dream. Okay, Hollow Blade. Sure. We can get this down, and I can see if the opponent has a Maul. I think that's better than just Myers Grasping. Maybe take your Maul. We take their Sentinel's Eyes. Okay, not bad. At least we hit something with the freebooter. And these cards aren't looking too great. A bunch of 1/1s don't particularly matter. Or, sorry, a 1/2. My bad against this. So, do I block? Force discard? They'd get back their Sentinel's Eyes, but they either have to discard this or sack the dog. I think we just take 3. I can Myers Grasp it, and we have a bunch of more Myers Grasps, plus we can recur the Myers Grasp. I think we're chilling. So, Myers Grasp the Hollow Blade. Now, because we know what the opponent's hand is mostly. And hopefully they sack the Savior. Do it. No, that's not going to work either, mate. This is why it's so good against them. Yeah, big oops. Big sad. We're going to hold both of our... We're going to attack here. I can start pressuring them. I know we're losing the race, but I feel like we're going to get the lifelink. But yeah, we can hold these DFCs because we were probably going to end up casting them. Valky. It's not bad. It's not great. I think we just... Well, buy Luris. Sure, we buy Luris. Play this, pass. I could have also played one of these as tap land. And now we hold back. Just take it nice and easy. So yeah, I probably should have played one of those lands tapped. But we should be okay regardless. We can go Luris into a Myers Grasp. Or a Deadweight, sorry. On the Giant Killer. And they need a Skyclave Apparition to properly deal with it. We'll just get the Hagra Mauling down. We have pretty much removal on hand. And we can attack now. So yeah, this is what I mean. Like, the matchup is just insane. And they have a Maul. So, alright. Not horrible. But again, we have the Myers Grasp in the graveyard. So, I'm not stressed. Yeah, opponent goes, hits me for 3. We're just going to get that lifelink back. We're going to Myers Grasp. We draw the red source for the Valky as well. Which is dope. But yeah, we go for the Myers Grasp. Go for the freebooter. I guess play this on red and then chill. We don't even find Eidolon, but this game just shows the power of the ---- removal against white. Like, it goes pretty hard. Alright. Hand doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look perfect. But I think it's good enough to keep. We actually have Eidolon into Grasp, so it's pretty solid against white again. What'd I tell you guys? Like, the white decks are rampant, and we're going to get this down on 1 because the opponent probably has something on 2, just seeing snow-covered plains. So, Hollow Blade, nothing. Is this mono-white control? I guess we attack. And we'll play out the Vessel. And hold open Myers Grasp. So sure, oh sorry, not Myers Grasp, Village Rites. So maybe just a really slow mono white draw, or maybe mono white control. It's the only things that make sense. Apparition. On Eidolon, we're not going to get a 1/1, but I think it's better to have the Eidolon in the yard. And get the 2 cards. Alright, very good draws. Look at the combos. Okay. We go Eidolon into Deadweight. Oh man, this is an excellent meta call. I'm so happy with my choice. Having trouble with this, just having trouble with white, just play this deck. And we're gonna get this down tapped. I want to keep building my mana. I don't know if you guys heard that. My cat just pulled up. He's going nuts in the background. But we got that volume suppression thing. So maybe you guys did, maybe you guys didn't. Opponent's going to make a 1-1 probably. Yep. Nice Hollow Blade. We're going to go for double Myers Grasp. Just eat their whole board. Probably. Yeah, and we have a Call of the Death Dweller 2 as backup. I guess we can get this down on black. On red, sorry. Because we have the Tybalt. And we're going to go 1. See if they discard. Just discard. Easy, free discard. Hey, sometimes they do it. Okay, we're not punished at all. We find another land. And 2. Oh yeah, and look how much more we're popping off with the Eidolon. Attack, because if they trade for the vessel, we're happy we can get a 5/5. As well as another Eidolon. Yep. And it's not blocking anyways, at least not right now. And look at the lifelink. We're just getting a bunch of life back incrementally. Another Clarion Spirit? Okay. And an Aspirant. So opponent has no shortage of removal. Okay. So what do? We can buy the Luris. We can, okay. We can Village Rites the Vessel, draw 2 cards, make a 5/5, and recur the Eidolon. I kind of like that. So first I'll attack with it. If they block, then we don't need to Rites. And I don't think they will. I think it's just a free point of damage / life. They didn't block it last time. Didn't think so. So we Rites. And I'm hoping to draw into more removal. Okay, that actually might change things. Actually, it's 1 mana and we haven't played our land. So we're chilling. Alright, let's go here. Call. Eidolon and Vessel. Give it Death Touch and Menace. Give me the 5/5. And we will put this on black. And go for the Mogi's Favor on the Aspirant, giving me 2 more cards. Oh, it's dirty. It's so dirty. And just some land. No biggie. We're drawing so many cards a turn. We have a 5/5. We have double card advantage bodies. Like, we're just going crazy. Another Aspirant. Okay. 2 more Aspirants? Jeez. Opponent has had a pretty solid draw themselves. Like, this is no laughing hand. Making big flyer, which we can block. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna be on 6 mana. What's the plan? We can deadweight this Clarion Spirit or these Aspirants. I think the Aspirants are more important. So we deadweight one of them first. Draw 2 cards. We'll see if we find more deadweights, more Mogi's Favors, more, what's the other one? Myers Grasps. Alright, we find another deadweight, which I think is going to go on the Clarion Spirit. And then we can escape the Mogi's Favor on the Aspirant. And draw even more cards. We might not even have to. Nice. And yeah, we put this on black, escape the Mogi's Favor, take out the Aspirant, draw 2 more cards, and then we even have Village Rites open. It's a massacre. If you guys are having trouble with white, trust me, this deck just goes crazy. Okay, against Luris, and the hand is a little awkward. We don't have any Eidolons, but I think it's good enough to keep. And we're gonna get this down tapped. Getting to 4 mana might be awkward, and we have nothing to do on 1 anyways. Okay, probably cycling. Oh, just pure mono white Luris. Okay. We will eat the speaker virtually for free. And we're going to play this tapped. The opponent scoops. 3 for 3 on mono white. I'm keeping it in the video. I don't even care. Easy 3-0 against mono white. Yeah, hand is fine. Again, we always want an idol on, but alas, we might be able to draw into it with the village rights. Now, opponent's checking the Lur's companion. You can tell because it got highlighted in white. Again, my cat's going nuts. I don't know if you guys heard that. I guess I'll hear it on the audio clip later. But yeah. Okay, Rakdos. I was going to say, can we go 4 for 4 against white? And sadly, it looks like we cannot. So we're going to poke in with the Vessel. And we're going to play Valky here. We'll see what we can take. Oh, that's a hand, all right. We will take your Kroxa. So hold on. I can turn this into a 6/6, right? I'm pretty sure I can. And then the opponent just has to deal with a Kroxa from me. I haven't actually stolen a Kroxa off Valky, but I imagine they're in for a world of pain if this works the way I think it does. So we'll see what they do. Probably just tapped Kazul's Fury. Maybe they just want to play Swamp. Trying to save it. But yeah, their hand was fine. It wasn't amazing. And taking Kroxa really screws them over. Alright, tapped Shatter Skull Smashing. Fair enough. They might have had the mana in the near future to actually cast that, but anyways, we're just going to see if this actually works. Pay 2. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, it works. Oh, it's so good. If Uro was in standard, this card would be so disgusting as well. But hey. My Kroxa on turn 3, and we get to hold open rights. What you got, mate? Also, this is turned on for 3 mana, which is kind of funny. We're still probably playing it as a land, because we know they have basics. And again, there's nothing to take out. So we'll see what the opponent does. Yep, there's the basic. No surprise there. If we draw untapped land, I'll probably play that, keep open village rights, and then buy Lurrus. Lurrus is so powerful in this deck. We have so many permanents to recur, creatures and removal spells alike. And the opponent's on the rope. They Bone Crush the Vessel. I literally just draw some cards. Smashing for 1. Yep. Sure. That's not a good look. And we will hit them for some more damage. Discard your card. Yep, down to 6. So what's the plan? We can play Valky, maybe turn into something. We can buy Lurrus, we can draw off Lochthwain. I don't think drawing off Lochthwain's it. I think I just play out second Valky. I think that's best. Maybe we take something useful, maybe not. Okay, a Crow in War. Frustrating. They get their Kroxa back. Alright. That's not good. At least we can take it out. Or it's technically my Valky, but, you know. At least we have a naked Valky. I say naked, there's nothing underneath it. You know what I mean. They also have Hagramoling to take it out, so... all in all, it's not the worst time. And they are down to 6. Yeah, a Crow in War. So in hindsight, we should have probably just bought Lurrus. But it's alright. Heartless Act as well. It's so brutal. Yeah. Now we can just buy Lurrus. We'll put this on red. We're getting close to actually casting a Tibalt. We'll buy Lurrus. And we'll pass the turn. Everything has to attack next combat. I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. We have so much removal we can get this thing through. Maybe I actually should have Heartless Acted on my turn because they have Kazul's Fury. But I guess if they're going to play Kazul's Fury to deal 6 damage to me, it takes up pretty much all their mana and I'm happy. So maybe not. Maybe that wasn't a mistake. We're not in any type of danger looking at our health. And they call the dead, okay. Sure. And do they even have an enchantment? No enchantment. Naked Timuret. I don't know why I keep saying that today. Alright, what you got? Go to combat. Play Kazul's Fury tapped. Who knows? This might gain them life, which can be annoying because they're still on a 2-turn clock with the Valky. Oh my god, they might not even attack. But how bad is not attacking? Well, let's take it out. Regardless, the Valky would attack into it, and there's no point in risking them. Basically risking them dealing me 3 damage. And they can play the Croxa now, so maybe I should have taken it, but then we just lose more cards. I think this is fine. Yeah, resolve, and we go for the Myers Grasp. It's fine, we have 2 more. Or we have another one, sorry. Plus we have the Luris, which we can play. Call the Death Dweller, nice. Pretty decent. So what's the plan? This into a 5/5. Yeah, seems pretty good to me. Valky has to get in there. Luris comes down. Luris will make a 5/5. And I honestly think I hold this Aggro mulling. Because if their whole turn is cast a big creature like Croxa, then we can just basically kill it. L3. And they get a 2/2. They're still dead in the air. To the boy Demon. Literally just sick Demon. They're really holding on to this Kazul's Fury. It must have won them a couple games in the past. A Crow and Worm, a Demon. Okay. Sad times. But what can we do now? We can Myers Grasp. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. We can Myers Grasp, and call the Death Dweller, and then I think we just win. Yeah, so yeah, we just kill them. All right. So we Myers Grasp here. Myers Grasp again. Yeah. Deadweight the zombie. And we poke in for lethal. So Rakdos' opponent really puts up a decent fight, but I think the taking Croxa and turning Valky into Croxa on turn 2, or turn 3 actually, was just way too crippling. Okay, so this is probably one of the more awkward hands we've gotten, but I do still think it's good enough to keep. So we're going to suit it up. This is probably just a tap land, and against white with no Eidolon. Ooh, it's not actually just raw white. Okay, I was going to say against white with no Eidolon and no removal, but I mean, it's a lot of our deck, so hopefully we draw into it. We also have no reanimation for these double vessels. Maybe this hand was a mulligan. Okay, so just really aggressive white. Oh yeah, really aggressive white. Okay, we should be really good against this match, but whatever. I'll take this block. They're going to sack the dog. To protect the knight. This is all fine. Ooh, reanimation. Okay. So play this tapped, get another vessel down, and then try to call twice? Or do we just want to play Valky and get a look at their hand? If they have a Skyclave Apparition, I'm going to be really sad. But then I can also just play Village Rites. But then I don't actually get to guarantee that I hit another land. But we're going to have 3 draw steps. Okay, I think I just play Vessel. And play Untap Land. I think it's the... Well, okay, it puts me at the risk of I need to draw an Untap Land. And basically... Okay, so we took the wrong line. Whatever, it's okay. The line was worried that the opponent had... What's the frickin' card? Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, just attack with the bounty. And I think we do take this block. And we Village Rites to prevent some lifelink, and we try to hit untap land, and then make 2 5/5s. Okay. Alright, we do it. Now we have to ask ourselves, do we play another Archfiend's Vessel and take out this Aspirant? They're gonna get one more counter. I do still think that's worth it. I think making 2 5/5s is just too powerful to pass up on. That's a lot of vessels. It really doesn't matter what we put them on. We're getting 2 demons. An opponent hasn't even hit land 3. So we're not looking too bad. I mean, the Aspirant can put a counter on itself, and they might hold up Alseid protection, but I still think this is fine. Maul. Ooh. Feels good. Okay. I mean, that's a thing you can do. You can just big suit up the Alseid. No attacks. Ooh, okay. So we can't actually Heartless Act the Alseid. Unless I attack with one of the demons, they block I Heartless Act. It's like I removed it. Alright, let's go with 1. See if the opponent wants to trade or take 5. And they block. Alright, check this play. Look how cheese this is. We go here. Remove up the 3 counters from target creature. We go you. You have to actually select the counters. And they gain some life, but no biggie. No stress off my back. And we're going to deadweight the Aspirant. And we're going to keep building up our mana. Okay. Opponent has to handle 2 5/5s. If they have untapped land, they can equip them all, but that's still not very good. Another Aspirant. Okay. Can always just buy Luris. Alright, let's get in for 10. Yep. The reason I attacked with 1 last turn is I really wanted to bait my opponent into blocking. Make them think I was messing up. So, we put this on red. And then what? Thing is, I kind of want to play Valky. I don't think we're going to even need the Tybalt side. So we're going to play it out first. And then see if we can even turn into something instead of buying Luris. Okay. Annoying, but that's going to get Skyclave Apparitioned. It doesn't... So maybe they did have 2 and I was playing around it correctly. They just didn't have 3rd land. I don't remember. Regardless, I'm playing this out. So now, buy Luris or Archfiend's Vessel and Shade. I think I buy Luris because we have this in the yard. And I think I'm taking too long for my opponent. But whatever. No sweat off my back. What are we, 5-0 today? Jeez, this is actually crazy. 4-0 against Mono White. So again, I know I've said it a million times, but this deck absolutely shreds Mono White. Okay, hand is awkward. I mean, every time I don't have Eidolon, and I don't think I've had it very often today, it seems awkward, but I think it's still fine. Like, it's not horrible. We can just play a weird aggro game with the Shade. And if the opponent's mulliganing, we're happy. Never complain about that. Oh no, is that 2? Oh no, it's Trickery. Okay. Gains Trickery. So we have to get them dead really fast. At least we have the Skyclave Shade for that, but we are going to need more creatures. Multi-4. Alright. Let's go. Still have that rogue's look of Agadeem's Awakening and Luris. Okay, what? Turn 1 World Tree? Temple of Triumph. Maybe just... And I'm being hopeful here. Bad to draw Boros aggro. Nope, you started the 0 stick. That is Tybalt's Bloody Trickery. Shade? Shade, please? I mean, this isn't great either. Ideally, we just want more creatures to pressure them. So, Stone Cold Serpent, yep. You could tell because of the stick on turn 1. Into the Trickery. Well played. Ooh, look at that. And they hit a Vorinclex. I mean, that's not that great. We deal with it pretty decently. I mean, and they attack. Alright, cool. Cool play. Eidolon's fun. It means we can... Actually, this is pretty jokes. We'll get this down on black. Attack with the Shade. I'm gonna play out the Eidolon. And I'm going to Myers Grasp this thing just to lower its power. Taking 6 a turn is scary, taking 3 a turn isn't. Plus, if we do manage to kill it, we'll get a card. So, I mean, they don't whiff off the Trickery, but they don't do great either. And that's fine. Take 3. Opponent scoops. Yeah, I was going to bring their Vorinclex to 1 and then start attacking them. And then they're pretty much doing no damage to me while I'm swinging at them for 4 and 1 life blink damage. And I can sack this, draw some cards, hopefully find any type of minus removal, and then we draw 3 cards off the Vorinclex. So, you know, we're not looking bad. The opponent whiffing and hitting Vorinclex is just hilarious to me. Greedy boy. Alright guys, and we are back. So a lot of the credit does go to CGB. This is mostly his build, and it went freaking hard, but I do have to give myself a little bit of a pat on the back because I metagamed really well, I would say. Mono White does not do well against cheap removal or the minus removal, pretty much making their indestructible effects worthless, and you gaining card advantage while taking out their threats is just the nail in the coffin. So, if you guys are having trouble with Mono White, this is the deck for you, and it will be in the description down below as always, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.